Hi, it's Darnell with Wheel and Recipes, and today I'm going to be cooking up a mini meatloaf, a 1-pound meatloaf, using the Gourmia 8-quart air fryer with window. If you ever wanted to make just a small meatloaf because all you have is a pound of ground beef, I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to be using some oats in that along with some other ingredients to make a tasty meatloaf in a basket air fryer. And so let's get cooking right now. Alright, let me tell you what I'm working with here. Got my 1 pound of ground beef here. I've got a half a cup of milk, basically since I'm using a powdered milk. It's 2 tablespoons of milk powder plus a half cup of water here, so to make a half cup of milk. I've got 1 tablespoon of granulated sweetener. Use the one of your choice. I'm using the last parts of a urethra monk fruit blend that I have here. Got 1 large egg. I've got half a cup of oats here. I'm also going to be using some salt and pepper. So the first step, I'm just going to kind of press the meat out. I'm going to start mixing all these ingredients together. So get the meat pressed out. Just going to pour the sweetener over the meat like that. I'm going to take the egg. Basically just got to make a big mushy mess is what I'm making here. I'm going to take the oats, put those in there, just kind of throw these things aside as I move along. Take the milk, pour that in there. Could have used a bowl, maybe it would have been easier in a bowl. There's one other ingredient that I forgot. A tablespoon of barbecue sauce. It's better if you have a mustard-based barbecue sauce, but I'm just using another one that I had on hand for this. I'm going to use some salt and pepper also, so I'm going to and a little bit of sea salt. So you want to be careful with sea salt. You don't want to put too much, but adds a little sharpness to the flavor. That there. Now I'm just trying to get this all mashed together and mixed together. The egg, of course, was already beaten. You want to beat the egg before you start mixing that into things. Probably would have been easier if I put this all into a bowl instead of doing it all in this pan, but I already had the beef in the pan, so I just did it all in the pan. It doesn't matter, I guess, if you get every bit out of the pan mixed in or not, but I'm going to try and continue mixing here till things get mixed together well, and then try and get into kind of a loaf shape. Since this cooker is kind of small, I don't think I have a mini loaf pan for it, so I'm just going to kind of do it by hand in a little hand loaf. But the meat is starting to soak in some of the ingredients, and you can use whatever ingredients you prefer. Oatmeal really helps to bind this. Well, the oats really help to bind this. As they expand during the cook, they'll help to really bind this meatloaf together well. So I found things are a little mushier than I want them to be, so I'm going to add more oatmeal. So basically it's going to be a total of 1 cup of, well, not oatmeal, I keep saying oatmeal, oats. Adding another half cup of oats. So it'll be a total of a cup of oats with the other ingredients the same. But the oats help give this a bit more form and hold together better. Now I will say if it was oatmeal, maybe a half cup would work because they're flakier. Oats, you know, they won't really come out to play really and soak up things even better until things are actually cooking. But using what I have on hand here, I guess if you have oatmeal you can try a half cup, but for oats it's going to need a cup. These things need more binding to hold things together well. It'll add a bit more tastiness to the flavor too, because who doesn't like oats? Alright, now I'm going to open up all of this hand and not touch any food, so it's safe to use for opening up the drawer. Thinking maybe I should have put some parchment paper down on that, on the bottom of the air fry basket to help keep this kind of dripping in, and I think I am going to do that. Alright, so I got myself some parchment paper here, and I'm going to put that right there, like so. Kind of help keep things from falling through the cracks. And so, it's got this big hunk of meat, and oops, kind of drop it in there, kind of in a loaf shape, kind of, sort of, a little bit. Alright, now I can disinfect the handle and such later. So I'm going to hit a roast. I'm going to go down to 325. I'm not going to use the preheat. I'm going to go straight into the cook. So I'm turning the preheat off, turning the turn reminder off. I'm going to leave it at 25 minutes and going to hit start with that. Now what I'm going to do while that's cooking, every 5 minutes I'm going to spritz it with some broth. You should use beef broth because it's oatmeal, but I only had chicken broth on hand, so I'm going to be spritzing every 5 minutes with the chicken broth. But I'll bring you back when things look like, well, actually, we got a window, so I'll just let you continue to watch and enjoy the cook. I forgot, since I'm not preheating, I'm going to add 5 minutes to compensate for that. So about, make it 21. But yeah, give it some extra time because of that. But basically do about 30 minutes. If you do a preheat, do 25. But we'll let this keep running. Alright, things have been going for 30 minutes. Just going to check temperature, see if we need to go longer or further. We're in the 1 teens, so yeah, we're going to have to go longer or further. So I thought with using just a pound, maybe I could use a good bit less time, but apparently not. So we're going down to 325 again. Turn the turn reminder and preheat off. Do another 30 minutes. And I'm going to just spritz every 10 minutes. The spritzing helps keep the exterior moist from getting too hardened over. So just let that run for another 30 minutes, and I'll spritz it every 10 minutes. Alright, things have been going for 50 minutes, so I'm just going to test the temperature again. And we're at 154, 155. So we are, yeah, we're 160 the deeper I go in. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like in between the 150s and 160. So I'm going to stop it there. I mean, it'll probably cook some more and carry over anyway, but like 155 is, of course, well done. I kind of like my meatloafs to be 160. I will say, of course, opening it and closing it sometimes, you know, that can affect the temperature, but I noticed as soon as I let it go 10 minutes before spritzing, the top started getting harder. When I was doing it every 5, the top was not getting hard, but just 10 minutes going, it immediately starts getting hard, but it's not too bad. It's not like really bad burnt over or anything. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of here. Alright, get that out of here. Turn this off. You can see how that looks there, as they completed 1 pound baby meatloaf. So while that does the cool down thing, just going to cut into it so you can see inside. See inside of the meatloaf here. It's all done, and you see the oats. You know, they kind of have been getting soaked in. All right, now I'm going to just cut a little piece off here for some taste test purposes. So let's get this here. This is good. I'll get this piece here if I can. Just get a bite for the taste test. We'll do a quick taste test. So thank God for some baby meatloaf, and let's taste. Very good meatloaf there. Some of you may recall I made some dietary changes, so really that meatloaf is for one of my sons, not myself. But he's the type that needs meat in his diet, so it's for him. And so it turned out very well, and it tastes very good, so I get a quick taste. And basically nothing in this video is sponsored, nothing given to me, and there are lots of ways to help the channel in the video description, such as my cookbook, merch membership, donations, link to the Amazon shop where you pay the same price, help the channel. You can always check out my blog, superwaveovenrecipes.com. And so now you know how to cook up a little meatloaf in a basket air fryer, and it all turns out well. So, about 50 minutes, and it's good to go. And so, with all of that said, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe, hit that notification icon, and good eating.